Let's start off with that. Happy Juneteenth. On my black Americans out there. If there's any holiday that you should celebrate, that you should commemorate, that you should take into consideration, if it would be Juneteenth. If you are a black American. Now, if you're from some other country or whatever, I'm not saying that you shouldn't or can't celebrate it, but Juneteenth is definitely a black holiday. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. Yeah. Throwback Thursday. Yo, Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. It's the daily go-getter-mism show. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. Do you know what we are talking about tonight? I said everything's gonna be all right. Do you know what we talking about tonight? We talk about they made you look bad in front of your kids, yeah, in front of your neighbors, and you know they did. Made you look bad in front of the fam. Almost forgot who I am. Yeah, fronted on you. What? Yeah. Spread rumors to your kids and even your friends. They looking at you like your head spins. That's not a good look, but sometimes we gotta read from a different book. You might not like the words or lyrics, but sometimes necessary for you to hear it. Y'all hit the like button. We gon' get the party started all of a sudden. Everything's gonna work out fine. 3, 2, 1, 9. Everything's gonna be all good. Yeah, it's 20 if it's understood. Juneteenth is yesterday, still is our day, so we gon' do it our way. Peace to all. Y'all know how we do it. Stand tall. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. All right. Daily Go Get 'Emism show. We are talking about, made you look bad in front of your friends, made you look bad in front of your kids. But what I'm saying, though, is they turned you against your kids, turned you against your friends. Well, something like that. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about not necessarily a betrayal, but you know how when things go bad with some people, they can't help but tear down the whole thing. To tear down the whole thing. Hold on. Let me get a little something strizzy. Yeah, there you go. Some people just can't help spilling the beans. Didn't we just see this 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago with Donald Trump and Elon Musk? When Elon started spilling the tea. He ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing the whole last week. From what I understand, he's trying to mend fences and all of that. How you doing? Yo, do you hear what you said? Do you see what you did? And I'm not no Donald Trump fan, so I was hoping that it would get a lot worse, because I know if there's anybody who can make life hard for Donald Trump, it would be Elon Musk. But sometimes we have to see that maybe throwing somebody under the bus is a two-way street. And I imagine both of them have a lot to gain and a lot to lose. So you know how the old heads say, it's cheaper to keep her? Well, maybe both of them came to that conclusion. It might be a better idea for us to just, all right, we said our words. You threw some jabs. I threw a couple of hooks. You know what I mean? Some overhead rights. But cooler heads going to prevail, because if we go too far, it's going to mess up things for both of us. And neither one of us really want to go out like that. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all need y'all to hit the like button. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. But if you don't do nothing else, hit the like button. I need y'all to do that for me. Please hit the like button and we going to be friends. We friends anyway. But I need y'all to just do me that one little solid. What up, y'all? Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn it out. What's going on, MEM? And also T Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Vita B, what we got going on? Oh, thanks for coming through. It's like the children of the corn. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, ma? How you feeling? So what's good, y'all? What do y'all know about this topic? Turned the kids against you. Turned your friends against you. Man, you know, it's one of those things that you hate to believe. When you know how they say, when somebody really shows you their true colors during a breakup or when things don't go their way. We talk about people being spoiled. We talk about people being on some other shit. You know what I mean? When they don't get their way or when they expect something from you that you may have even told them that you couldn't deliver or wouldn't deliver, and they still expected that from you. So they made the decision that they're gonna make life harder for you because they can't get what they want from you. So they mad at the world, but they gonna start with you. I'm mad at the world, but I'll start with you. No, that's not how the lyrics go. But the actual lyrics, since it's Throwback Thursday, is I melt the world and wait a minute. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I've seen the changes and it's getting better all the time. So, shout out to 80s pop music. The good shit. The good shit. Yeah, I mean. All right, so that's what we talking about today, man. Friends break up, couples break up. And it's really, really unethical, and it's disgusting. It's shameful when parents are vying for the attention of their kids or the affection of their kids against the other parent. Like the kids came from two parents, but you trying to discredit and assassinate the character of the other parent. And for what? What are the kids going to give you? What are the kids going to give you? But I guess when feelings get hurt, some people just can't handle getting their feelings hurt, and so they make a move that's not a good move, not usually a well thought out move, or is it? Because I'm thinking that if somebody turns your own kids against you, or turns your own friends against you, that probably didn't happen on a whim. Even when times were good between y'all, it's going to give you the feeling that they were already putting the irons in the fire to make this strike one day. Like, should anything go down, I've been taking notes. I've been journaling. I've been keeping score. I know exactly what to say when and if this should all go bad. And if you've ever been a victim of any of this stuff, then you know how terrible, how disgusting, how unethical, how nasty this shit can get. It get nasty, son. I mean, this shit get bad. How bad it get? Real bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about tonight. Varshay McDonald, what's going on, my good? I said good to see you. Vita B says your kids turning against you hurts the most. That's something different now. Now that my kids are older, I understand what my mom was saying. Heavy. Well, a lot of men know what it's like to have the kids turned against them at a young age. So they already starting at the bottom, and they not going up in a good way. They not going up in a good way. Okay, Naruto, please don't spam. Please do not spam the chat. Dude, don't do that. That's not going to go well. You made your point. We'll take it from here. What up, Scary Terry? What up, Scary Terry says, I don't know if you can come back from publicly dissing someone. Gotta keep it behind closed doors. Well, it's funny you say that, Scary Terry, because some people will let you come back from public humiliation. Particularly when some of the public humiliation may have been true, and maybe the public humiliation that they gave to you is hiding a bigger truth that you are really super terrified that they're going to let go. All right, let's take a look at the Donald Trump Elon Musk situation. Now, Elon Musk said the reason that the government is not releasing the Epstein files is because Donald Trump is all in that thing. And he is. He is. So anybody who's followed this thing knows that Donald Trump is definitely a part of that whole Epstein thing. And there has to be information in there that he would rather not come out. But imagine the other shit that Elon could reveal. Forget about the Epstein shit. That's probably a layup. But how about the way he won that election? Because Elon had a lot to do with that. So in order for Elon to tell on Trump about the way the election was really run or won, he would probably have to tell on himself. But a person that's using drugs is not always cognizant or concerned about the consequences. A person that's suicidal ain't scared to die. That's the scary part. A person that's suicidal ain't scared to die. So when you're dealing with a person that's not afraid to not live anymore, you're dealing with a different kind of animal, because most people are trying to protect their or preserve their life on this earth. So when you're dealing with somebody that's like, well, go ahead and kill me then. It's like, now you got to decide if you really want to kill him, because maybe you don't. Like, I don't really want to kill nobody, but I do want you to stop doing what you're doing. And it looks like the only way I'm going to get you to stop doing what you're doing is if I kill you. So, yeah. So, the public humiliation thing can go deeper for some people than it can for others. So, somebody might have said, okay, like, look at all of the people who got outed about having herpes. A lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people, just regular people out here, civilians and whatever, have been outed for having herpes, especially if they gave it to somebody else. He gave me herpes. She gave me herpes. So you got to tell on somebody else in order to tell, and you got to tell on yourself in order to tell somebody else. So sometimes people will keep that in the tuck, like, yeah. But if somebody didn't give you herpes and you out them like that, but you might know something really worse than herpes. Like, yeah. Yeah, you it's gonna cause you a little bit of trouble, some side-eyeing, because it came out that you got herpes. But what if it's more, what if it's something way more heinous than that? Like, you've been out here HIV positive and you've been out here stinging people. So you can survive the herpes scare, but that HIV thing, or you've been stealing money. See that pivot? Or you've been stealing money, All right. Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't condone all that snitching and backbiting and certain revenge tactics that are born out of separation. If somebody does something to you, that's one thing. But a fair fight is just not valued anymore. And I do think that there is a such thing as a fair fight. And it seems to get lost in the shuffle of social media, multimedia. You know what I mean? Some people they get real ambitious in a negative way when a camera and some lights are stuck in their face. And they start singing, la, 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 la. Speaking of singing, I've been working on a song. I don't have no lyrics yet, but I got the beat. And I have the melody for the lyrics. By Monday, I may have the song completed. It ain't gonna be no long John or whatever, but I'm gonna have to memorize the lyrics and I may sing that shit on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Eli Levi, what's good? Wait a minute. Wait. I may have spoke too fast. Never mind. Let me unholler at Eli Levi. So sorry. That's what I get for reading before I look. My man Bwana Haguski. My man Bwana is in the house. What's going on, my dude? Always good to see you. Without a doubt. And what's that? Hermana Kingdom. Spell. Listen, we not take we not take y'all be playing too much. I'm not spelling shit. I'm not we're not doing that. I'm sorry. Oh shit. All right. So turn the kids against you, turn your friends against you. What has to happen in order for somebody to turn your kids against you? Because it's not easy to turn somebody's kids against them. It's not easy to do that. It's definitely not easy to do that. Why do you need to know my real name? This is not a place for my real name. I'm 54 years old. I'll be 55 soon. I'll give you that. This is no place for a government name. You know, y'all motherfuckers, maybe not you, but y'all motherfuckers that make fake profiles with my face on it. You know what I mean? We ain't doing none of that shit. A simple Google search will turn this shit upside down. Okay. Oh, he's a kid? Okay. Yeah, they say, see, they be saying they kids. I don't even be believing that shit. I don't be believing that shit. No can fail. No can fail. No can fail in T. No can fail in T. The Vanguard, hold on. The Vanguard mama. 752 says. Oh, God. Oh, it's going to be one of those nights. Let's see. He says at Sun 752, I'm getting the hot water going, bubble bath with your mom. So because he said mom, I know he's un-American. This is not from the United States. So refreshing and relaxing with her. So either that motherfucker from the Caribbean or he's from the UK. Because one thing we do not call our mothers in the United States is mom. Unless you have like West Indian heritage or whatever, we don't call nobody. So because you are overseas, you are across the pond, you are not with my mama. You ain't with her. You probably don't even have no mom. Key Mad said, I'm 61. I don't believe that either. Your credibility is shot, my dude. your credibility is mad shot. We not fucking with that. And look, now motherfuckers want to call in. Nah. Strange numbers. Nah. You guess none. Tell you what, if you want me to answer the call, you put that in the chat. Other than that, y'all not getting through. We not fucking around tonight. You gonna identify yourself. We not taking no cold calls. No cold calls tonight. If you want to speak, then you're gonna have to put it in the chat that you're calling. No, no. Buana said, he ain't one of ours in the Caribbean. He's UK. Well, but, I know Jamaicans. Well, Jamaicans call their mom mommy, but when they go to the UK, they be on that mum shit. Listen, like I said, y'all not getting no answers tonight. And let's tell you what. Now go ahead and call. You ain't even interrupting shit. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I got Pro Tools over here. Y'all can't. You can't. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Let's get them likes up. It'll put me in a better mood. Get the likes up, please. It helps the channel. The channel needs help. It helps the channel. The channel needs help. What has to happen for somebody to turn your kids against you? What has to happen? What do they have to do? Has this ever happened to anybody in the chat or anybody that's listening in the background? What has to happen for somebody to turn your kids against you? Now, I'm thinking that if your kids could be turned against you, then you probably have a weak foundation of love and respect with your children. Now, I can't verify that. I can't say that with any type of certainty. But I know that little kids normally love their parents. Especially if their parents are good to them. Their parents have birthed them, raised them, nurtured them, fed them, clothed them, took them on recreational excursions, showed them the way, taught them everything that they know, laid down a strong foundation of parenthood. So what could make your children not fuck with you anymore? What could make your kids turn against you? What could somebody say or do to make your kids say, you know what? I don't mess with daddy like that. I don't love mommy no more. One thing that I've seen done, and is pretty unethical and is nasty, is if there was infidelity in the relationship, I've seen parents tell the kids, well, your father cheated on me, and that's why blah, blah, blah. And I've also seen it done the other way. I've seen men be like, well, yeah, your mother was out there messing around with this man and them. And I've seen it done disgustingly to the point where I heard the son of a mom call her a whore. Well, you a whore because you cheated on daddy and that's why y'all not together now and blah, blah, blah. When in all reality, the dad was the cheater. I'm not saying that the mom didn't cheat, because she did, but that wasn't what broke things up. The dad cheated, and he cheated early in a relationship and often. And he was abusive mentally and physically. So, but he had the audacity, the wherewithal, the chops to get to the kids first. So imagine what was being said when the kids went to go see their father or spend time with their father for weekends or at any length of time. Imagine the things that are being said. Instead of concentrating on trips to the park, rides to stores, walks to get cold refreshments, water ice cream, sugary treats and stuff like that. Instead of that, They being, or in addition to that, I should say, in addition to that, they've been schooled. They're being schooled on the negative ways that parents or spouses can throw each other under the bus. Imagine it. So I've seen it. And like I said, it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty, and it's not a good look. Brian Haycraft. Who that? Brian Haycraft. Brian Haycraft. All right. But yeah, so that's one way that I've seen children turned against their parents. And like I said, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's one of those things where people feel justified in that nasty, unethical, disgusting, messy shit that they do. Like their kids wasn't going to love them if they didn't do that kind of shit. But they're not looking for love necessarily. They're looking for exclusivity. So I need you to love me and hate your mom. Love me and hate your dad. That's what they're looking for. I'm at a point in my life where I refuse to do anything that doesn't make me feel good. Like if it doesn't, I'm at the point in my life where if I don't see how it's advancing me in some type of way, if it doesn't make me feel better about myself, I'm not doing it. So that includes violence and that includes silence. If it's gonna make me wake up tomorrow and feel like, you know what, I should have done this instead of that, or I don't think that wasn't very well thought out, or I just really, really acted on my emotions with that one, then I'm not doing it. Not going to happen. Mr. Manifest. Let me see. My girl gets jealous about other lady friends. Should I just act like her feelings don't matter? Any advice? Interesting. Well, I mean, why would her feelings not matter to you? I mean, what you have to ask yourself is, how important to you is your woman? How important is your woman to you? Because if you care about how she feels, why would you pretend like you don't care? Is there any basis? Is there any basis to her suspicions or her assertions? Like, are you fucking around with another chick? Because if no disrespect, but if the dog is on to the scent, if they on to the trail, because you know how niggas is. A lot of times dudes will be like, well, she didn't see me. And as long as she didn't see me, then I'm not confessing shit. Okay, cool. The thing is, with a woman, you never know what she might already know. There are plenty of women that can slow walk the shit out of you. They like the feds. They only do raids when they know they got something. They only contact the courts when they know that they got a strong case. Nah, we not banking on no weak evidence. Substantial, not substantial. Where is it when you don't really have ironclad eyewitness testimony or evidence? Something circumstantial evidence. No, we're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with circumstantial evidence. We're dealing with, yeah, I seen you. I got photos, I got video, and I have multiple dates. Yeah, this is you. It's you. Yeah. It's you. So, I'm not going to tell you to blow your girl off. Why would I tell you to do that? If you love your woman, you're gonna act accordingly. So if you care about her and you care about her feelings, act like you care about her and care about her feelings. I mean, there are plenty of times when men and women don't disagree. That doesn't mean that they don't love each other. Just because you disagree, even if you disagree strongly with the way that your peoples are, or the way that they do things, or the things that they say, it doesn't necessarily mean that it diminishes the love that you have for them. So many times, nowadays, but man, I can't blame everything on social media, but I can reference social media with a whole lot of things. So with so many times, because of the reference of social media, we think that in order to have a harmonious relationship, that everything has to be hunky dory across the board. Like me and you, in order to be compatible, have to be compatible in every category and never have any type of disagreements or discourse on anything. And that's not realistic. And because of social media as a reference, we've left reality far behind. But you know what brings us back to reality? The way that you feel and the things that you know bring you back to reality. But because one thing you can't fake to yourself is how you feel and what you know. You can fake how you feel and what you know to everybody else except for yourself. You. Yeah, I'm poking you. Yeah, I got my finger in your face. So what? You know what you did. You know what you know. Jihad, my brother, my mellow, my man, why don't you get on the mic and won't you take it to stand? Well, I'm the Jihad, and I do what I got to do. I'm crazy. Can't phase me when I step on the scene and everybody want to be on my jock because I'm clean. And I seen a whole lot of dirt, but I ain't trying to run my mouth or make it hurt. But I won't skirt the issue. If it comes down, I'm going to have to wipe it off just like tissue. But I won't dish you. But I'm going to tell you that you better start keeping the real. Because if you don't, somebody else will. And they going to really show you a lot of skill. The deal has been dealt. I'm holding the cards, and you best believe I got a security guard trying to regulate and keep away all the hate because I can't shoot everybody. I'm talking to you, Hottie. I caught a body, but I let it live because I ain't trying to be in jail. It ain't positive. All right. Okay. Shout out to my dog, Jihad. Shout out to my dog, Jihad. What's good? What's good? Mr. Manifest says, I feel you, bro. I think it's irrational. Hold on. I feel you, bro. I think it's irrational. I've had questionable moments, but I'm a loyal dude. All right, then. You know what? If you're a loyal dude, then maybe you should make sure that your woman understands that you respect loyalty. Because there's a difference between being loyal and being faithful, and you might be both. So if you are loyal and you're faithful, then you should let your girl know and let her feel the power of your loyalty and your faithfulness. It's not always easy because sometimes as a man, you just don't like being accused. You don't like being accused. Like, hold on. Shit, maybe a man feels sometimes like, there was a time when I was out here sticking and moving and showing and proving and all of that. And I'm settling down. This ain't Romeo and Juliet. This me and you, baby. This me and you. So, watch my moves. Do what's necessary. Now, if she's insecure because of past relationships and hurts that have things that have hurt her by other people and all of that kind of shit. You gotta let her know that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's either me and you against the world or me and you against each other. What's it gonna be, love? You know what I mean? Like I told you I love you. Sometimes you gotta grip your joint up. Come here. You gonna get this hug. You know what I mean? Get her in the put her in that bear hug, that death grip. You know, you might have to get in the head like didn't I say I love you, stupid? Come on, give me some tongue. And stop playing. I'll pluck you in the fucking forehead. Silly ass. See? You're making me commit domestic violence. Said I love you. Now go ahead. You know what I mean? Roll me a blunt. Give me a beer. Pop me a perk. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Okay. Bye, Kai. He asked a lot of questions. He asking an awful lot of questions. All right, Buana says, I'm as faithful as my women checking my cell phone photos. Jihad says, I had many women in my lifetime, but I finally found somebody I love. You know when you fall in love, especially when mommy co-signed it. Got no problem with none of that. No problem. Mikey Mike. What am I wearing around my neck? These are cow bone necklaces. I call them struggle beads. Cow bone necklaces. I'll let you see up close. You see that? The cow bone. The cow bone. The cow bone. The cow. Moo. Moo. I call them struggle beads. That's why they big and chunky. Like gold cables back in the day. Like chunky. In New York, they used to call it truck jewelry. Truck jewelry. Mikey Mike says, I've been married for almost 12 years now. Hold on, let me check something. Did you ask me about your girl or did you ask me about your wife? Hold on. Hold on, son. Hold on. Oh, hold on. No. You Dimples D's, what's good? I didn't even see you. What the fuck? Oh, that was Mr. Manifest. All right, you good. All right, my bad, Mikey Mike. My bad, Mikey Mike. Yeah, 12 years is, man, that's more than a hot minute. Shit. I've known couples who couldn't make it 12 months. I've known couples who couldn't make it 12 months. So shout out to you. As a matter of fact, here. Hold on. The fuck? Hold on, Shane. Hold on, Shane. I ain't realizing my shit ain't set up. Oh, I know what it is. Attorney. I'm gonna give you this. Word. That's for 16 years of marriage. That shit ain't really nothing. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's good time right there. That's good time right there. Yeah. What? All right. Carl Childers. What's that witchcraft do? What that witchcraft do, I don't know. I gotta find me a witch and make her do something. If you could control a witch, what would you have a witch do? I'd be like, I want to actually see you ride on this broom. Because you ride on the broomstick, right? So first ride on the broomstick and then the stick. I need the pimple on the nose. I need the black pointy hat. The whole shit. I need the whole shit of the whole night. I need that. Jihad says 12 years. That's 2 pensions. Word. He said, what kind of medicine do those necklaces hold? Nah, there's nothing inside there. The spirituality lives in your heart and in your mind. Not necessarily in that order. Mikey Mike said, it really flies by when things are good. Hell, even when they're bad, you just blink and the years go. Well, you know when you found the right one. A man knows when he's found the right one. You know what I mean? Even if he don't act fast on it, he knows. Like, because there's a lot of shit out here that ain't special. So you know when something special comes through. You know when you've been blessed by something that you need to get a little grip on, hold on a little tighter. Get a little grip on, hold on a little tighter. But it's all good. But we're talking about turn the kids against you. Turn your friends against you. What kind of friends would turn their back on you? Could a rumor do it? Could something that you've done to somebody else do it? What do y'all think? What do y'all think would happen? Let me put it in a better way. What do you think needs to happen in order to turn your friends or for your friends to turn against you? What has to happen? What do you have to do? Because I imagine there could be some legitimate reasons, but the thing is, why would one person be responsible for your friends turning against you? That's what we probably have to explore. That's probably what we have to explore. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Them likes is weak. Them likes are weak. You know what I mean? Those are limp-wristed likes. 8 likes. I want them to stand strong. Black fists in the air. Black fists in the air. Yeah. Like. We added on a couple of more. I appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Let's not forgetting. We don't have to treat the likes like the redheaded stepchild. The redhead stepchild. Do the right thing. All right. But yeah, so what would have to happen in order for your friends to turn against you? And like I said, I think that there could be some legitimate reasons for friends turning against you. But for one person to get people to turn against you, for one person to get your friends to turn against you, what has to happen? What has to happen? If any of y'all have experienced that before, what it do? What it do? Do it like the D. What up, though? What up, though? Mikey Mike says, I think if you have a lot of unresolved trauma and it expresses itself through narcissistic actions, then you can push people away or turn them easy. You think so? But were they really your friends? And I have to say, I'm not saying that, I'm not questioning friendship per se, but I'm thinking that if somebody is really your friend, friendship is something that has probably been built. It's been built. It's, it has a foundation of attraction and companionship. Now, if you're just the type of person that runs around calling any and everybody your friend, then I could see how friends would easily turn on you. But for somebody to turn on you because of what somebody else said or their actions, for somebody to lose friends that you've had for double-digit years, decades. Now, I'm sure some of y'all know what it's like to not be friends with somebody that you've been friends with for 20 years, 30 years maybe even longer. But you can identify exactly what happened. And more than likely, it's not one person that fucked up that relationship. It's not the things that they said. Because if somebody can spread a rumor about you or even a truth about you that would make somebody who was your best friend or your really, really good friend, your homie for 20 or 30 years, we got a problem. At least I'm thinking that we do. Prepucio Sanchez. What up, Prepucio? Culture says, my friends are pretty solid. I'd have to mess up very bad. That sounds right to me. Mikey. look, TK right over there dry snitching. Why you dry snitching? You know what I mean? He's dry snitching. Said he's been slacking with our jewelry. He hasn't put ours on. Man, I can put y'all's on right now. But y'all be taking too long to be choosing. That shit is crazy. I need to take the voting system out of it. That should be drawling. Mikey Mike says usually it's both. People poisoning the water and hate and drinking it to get together. Oh, okay. Poisoning the water and hate and drinking it together. Wow. Fancy Nasir. Oh, God. This bitch ass nigga. Be careful. Cuidado. 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 Cuidado, hombre. Cuidado. Prepucio says, LOL, Carrie. I remember from before. That's why I asked. All right, wait. Oh, so you've been here before? All right, cool. Fancy needs to check his eye. All right. All right. Jihad says there's no such thing as true friends today. Our parents had true friends and grandparents. I think that true friends still exist out here. I do. I think that true friends definitely exist out here. But it's just like seeds in a garden. You gotta water them shits and make sure that they get the light. You gotta water them, make sure they're buried properly, water them, and make sure that they get the light. And you also gotta keep them weeds away. The weeds are the haters. They the ones sucking up all the oxygen in the soil, preventing your crops from growing the way that they need to, or the way that you need them to. Them weeds. There ain't too many differences between flowers and weeds, plants and weeds. They both come from out of the ground, but one has value and the other one is just taken away. It ain't feeding nobody. It's taken away. Mikey Mike says there's been a lot of people who are going no contact with okay, wait a minute. Who are going no contact with their parents over narcissistic behavior and abuse. Usually hurt people go on to hurt people. You gotta want to heal. You gotta want to heal. Gotta want to heal. Healing, one of those words. What is healing? What is healing? Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Propulsio says, I have a female friend trying to reconnect. I am polite, but I think she forgets she did me dirty. Heavy. We were friends at a very young age. I can forgive, but I'm very careful with her. Well, it sounds to me like you have a good plan. You know what I mean? Be careful. There ain't nothing wrong with you slow walking. If a person doesn't like your pace because you're not willing to run, because when you ran before, somebody showed you that they weren't worth running after, it's okay to walk. A lot of people can't run with you, but most people can walk with you. Unless you like one of those super fast power walking dudes with basketball long legs, then, but you know, y'all both gonna get there. Y'all both gonna get there. TK Right says, wise choice, not jump right back into that friendship. Jihad says, son, how can I run with the gout? You know what I mean? That's a slower walk, dude. That's a slower walk. You might have to get your peg leg on. Walk on the heels of your foot, not the balls. You don't want to get them toes involved. You don't want to get them toes involved, son. You know what I mean? Don't let them toes get hot on you. Let them toes get hot. Mike says, yeah, trust and respect are hard fought and earned with demonstrations of love. Facts. Propulsio says, I'm Mexican, no basketball legs. I got chihuahua legs, but quicker than a gator. That's pretty fast. Gators move pretty fast. They move pretty fast. Faster than a chihuahua. Gators. Yeah, man. Them fucking gators, boy. Them goddamn gators, boy. Gators, caimans, crocs. Them motherfuckers move way too fast, because once they get you in them jaws, woo! That ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. But yeah, man, you know, somebody turning your friends against you. And a lot of times I imagine that it's probably a friend who turned other friends against you. You know, you talk to your friends, you build with your friends, you have experiences with your friends, you go places with your friends, you share secrets and innermost thoughts with your friends. So they know you. They know how to get to you. They know exactly where to go in order to infiltrate your deepest, darkest feelings and what you would like to keep private and what you don't mind getting out there. And so a bad friend will use their discretion to decide for themselves what should be put out there about you and what should be kept secret. And more than likely, whatever they keep secret, whatever their discretion is not going to be to your liking. It's not going to be to your advantage. If you've ever had a friend who was no longer a friend because of a falling out, and you see the treachery that they were willing to put out there against you. Now, before, it was you and that friend against everybody else. Backs against the wall. You get the motherfuckers that's coming in from that side. I'll get the motherfuckers that's coming in from this side. Fuck it. However it goes is the way it goes. But ain't nobody, our backs are against the wall, so nobody's going to creep up and knock us over the head from behind. So we have that advantage. At least anybody who comes our way, we'll be able to see them. And they will have to come our way. They will have to come our way. Please hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So that same friend that you balled out with, knuckled everybody else down with your backs against the wall, now he trying to give you his ass or her ass to kiss. So instead of you and him against everybody else, now it's him against you or her against you. You may not be against them. But, it's Throwback Thursday here, sort of. And Daddy-O from Stetson Sonic said all the way back in 1988 in a song called Freedom or Death, he said, it only takes one side to declare war. And when the other side ignores, they get mapped, or should I say off the map, like a stain washed out in a laundromat. For some reason, in 1988, those lyrics made so much sense to me because it was right. It only takes one side to declare war. So if somebody declares war on you and you blow that war off, like, come on, man, me and you too cool. Come on, sis, me and you, we too brown to be going against each other over something small like that. They already let you know. They declared war against you. So when they start dropping bombs and infiltrating and flanking, just remember they declared war. And you act like they invited you to a party that you was too busy to go to. But you're going to find out soon enough that that wasn't something that you should do as far as ignoring somebody's declaration of war against you. Can't do that. You can't do that. Carl Childer says, let's just go through that damn wall. That's how it is when you good. When y'all good with each other, Mikey Mike says, that doesn't sound like much of a friend at all, really. Most of the time, people get like that when they have buried insecurities. They're internalizing or ulterior motives. And that's true. That's true. But you know what? Ulterior motives and all of that hate doesn't really even matter until it's time for that shit to manifest. Until they finally get the playing ground in order to release all of that shit. And of course, they're going to have their own story to tell, and they're going to tell a story in their own interest. Well, such and such had it coming. Yeah, they had it coming, you know what I mean? Because they didn't do this, or they've been doing this, that, and the third. People will go to the ends of the earth to try to justify their actions against you. They'll go to the ends of the earth to try to justify their actions against you. But how far will they go to ensure that they do something for you? When you know that they were in position to help you out or give you an opportunity or something like that, something that's favorable towards you, how much did they bend over backwards in order to make that happen? Well, and I'm not saying that it never happens, because it does. It does. Sometimes the most giving people, the most trustworthy people, sometimes they get shitted on. And so they do some things that aren't scrupulous, some things that aren't trustworthy. But how can you be trustworthy and untrustworthy at the same goddamn time? Shirley Cheryl, hold on. Oh, shit. Buana said, wow, son, remember 1988 rhymes? Good on you, bro. Shit, 88 was the year I graduated high school. What? Hip hop was on fire that summer. I mean, that's the year, that's the summer that It Takes Two by Rob Bass and Easy Rock came out. That's the year with Raw by Big Daddy Kane. Matter of fact, that's not the year where Raw came out. That's the year when Big Daddy Kane first album came out. Long Live the Kane. Ain't No Half Stepping. Raw. Word to the Motherland. What were the other hits on Big Daddy Kane first album? What else came out that year? NWA. NWA. It was more Eazy-E because the NWA Straight Outta Compton album didn't really come out until the end of 1988, but it was in 88. Straight Outta Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from a gang called Niggas with Attitude. When I'm called off, I get a sword off. So, 88 was my year. The Def Jam tour that year. Shoot, that's Eric B. and Rakim's second album came out. Follow the Leader. Microphone Fiend. EPMD was doing their thing. Slick Rick. The Ruler. What was the name of his first album? The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, right? Some shit like that. Nah, 88. 88 was different. 88 was different. 88, 1994. 88, 1988. And 1994. I'm sorry, I heard a strange sound over there. I'm like, oh. See, cat is over there. It ain't her. You know what I mean? I might have to make a move. If I get up, it's not going to be a good thing. Everybody, I just need y'all to keep y'all mouth shut. I might have to turn the mic off. Okay. Then y'all talking a lot. Jihad says, son, this is off the subject, but since you from Philly, do you know Cool C and Steady B? I didn't know Cool C. I met Steady B a couple of times before they went rogue in 1996. Before they went rogue and killed the cop, Steady B, me and Steady B were in high school around the same time. He was a couple of years older than me, so he was in the same grade as my big brother. So they went to Overbrook High School, where Will Smith went to. So it's funny how Will Smith and Steady B went to the same school, and they were actually kind of in competition with each other. And Steady B, to me, was better than Will Smith, but then again, he wasn't. And this is what I mean by that. If you old enough to remember how Steady B, when he has songs out, Fly Shantae, Just Call Us Death, Bring the Beat Back. He had a lot of local hits, and he was doing his thing. But he was totally biting LL style at the time. Totally biting, like from head to toe. He was biting his whole shit. His cadence, damn near his rhymes. You know what I mean? And it didn't go unnoticed by LL either. But I like Steady shit better than Will Smith shit, because Steady B was hard. So, but we used to have parties and concerts after school. Steady B used to come down and rock it. So, I'll always have like a little soft spot in my heart for Steady B, because he just couldn't get off the ground the way Will could. And I didn't think Will deserved it. I did think Jazzy Jeff deserved it. There was a reason it was called Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince and not Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff was the star. But it ain't how you start, it's how you finish, right? All right. Let me see. Shirley Cheryl says, one of my close friends, we were close as peanut butter and jelly. One day she said she didn't want to be friends anymore because her mom favored me best. The rest of my circle said they saw that coming. Yeah, but that's just her not wanting to be friends. It ain't like she turned your kids against her. I mean, against you, or even her kids against you, or her mom against you. Because we going into a different zone when we get to that part. Propicio says, I am older, so I prefer 1988 styles of rap rhymes, but I'm not a rap expert. I understand. Buana says, TK, right? I am too. I can still remember I got it made by Special Ed. Dope beat, whack rhymes. Fucking hated that song. But then again, I didn't. It's kind of weird. I look good for 55? Well, thanks. You know what I mean? I swear. I'm trying to hold on. It ain't easy out here, man. It ain't easy. Oh, Mr. Manifest said the Juice Crew. The Juice Crew. The year before, 1987, with the Juice Crew All Stars. One of my favorite songs of all time. It was a Crew record. It was dope. Easy Does It by Easy-E. Yup. TK Right says, Buana, he might spaz about. Oh damn! You called it. Nice and smooth. Yeah, I love nice and smooth. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Mike says that doesn't sound okay. Wait. I gotta come down more. I'm trying not to miss none of y'all comments, but it's a lot, so I'm gonna have to jump around. All right, I might be catching up. Rapuccio says easily I approach the microphone because I ain't no choke. I remember. TK Wright says I remember all of the music from that year. I know, because, I mean, how you going to forget it? You was like 10. That's what's up. Damn 80s babies. Easy Buana says Eazy-E was always whack. I don't think Eazy-E was whack. Yeah, he wasn't a real rapper, but he wasn't, I don't think he was whack. He was a pretty good performer. Slick Rick was that dude. Not on stage, he wasn't. Cool G Rap, DJ Polo, definitely dope. Buana says, go get your Roscoe. Sanchez quoting lyrics. That rap money ran out. Popucio says, I remember a bar or two, Carrie, but not much. Buana said, Steady B went to jail and Will Smith became an Academy Award winner. Who knew? Yeah, who knew? I met a young boy. Who got locked up for a double body when he was like 15, 16. They had to release him because it was unfair sentencing guidelines back then. So he was supposed to be doing a double life, and he got out. I want to say 2019. Let's say 2019. He was doing his thing, but he was like, yeah, he was in jail with Steady B. He was like, yeah, he was all right. You know, he was all right, cat. You know what I mean? But I never thought Steady B wasn't really built for that. He had a picture with him. I was like, oh, okay. Jihad says, I think Jazzy Jeff is the best DJ in the world. If he ain't, he's close. But there were DJs in Philly that were better than Jeff, if you can believe it. There was a DJ, may he rest in peace now, named Lightning Rich. Jeff would not battle Rich for shit. Rich was crazy on the tables. Jeff would not battle Rich. Everybody kept trying to hype up Jeff to battle Rich. Rich kept challenging him, like, battle me. You the best, right? Battle me. But the best, but actually, DJ Cash Money is better than Jeff. But how much better? Let's say Jeff is this and Cash Money is like that. But some say that Lightning Rich was like this. But he didn't battle Cash Money either. But anybody will tell you that Cash Money was better than Jeff. Rest in peace, Lightning Rich. He was really the truth. All right. Nice and Smooth was sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. That was on their second album, though. Yeah. Buana Hagushi says KRS-One run it in 88. Him, Rakim, LL, and Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, there were others. 88 birthed a lot of good stars. You gotta think, like Biz Markie album and Kane album was out at the same time in 88. You know what I mean? Biz, even though Kane wrote his rhymes, Biz was doing his thing. He was doing his thing, picking boogers. You got the vapors. You know what I mean? Biz was doing his thing. Run DMC. In 88, Run DMC wasn't really on the scene like that. In 88. TK right there says Slick Rick did a concert in Albany and told the crowd that all dark-skinned women are ugly and he only wanted light-skinned women near the stage. I guess I'm going to probably, I think it's safe to say that he probably wasn't your favorite rapper after that. That's some crazy shit to say. Like, let me alienate my fan base. Right quick. Babuji says Run DMC were like superheroes when I was little with Beastie Boys and Salt and Pepper. Facts. Mikey Mike says, I'ma head to bed. Night, folks. It was a good talk in general. Real stuff, good stuff. Stay safe, stay strong, good people. That's what's up. I almost feel like this is tomorrow night with the music show. We'll get to that later. We'll get back to that later. Okay, we doing good though. The Ghetto Boys. Capuccio says was not public enemy in 88. Oh, yes, they were. Whew, and it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Night of the Living Bassheads. Don't believe the hype. Public Enemy was definitely my favorite group of all time. Buana says Biz Markie claim to fame was the Vapors and just a friend. He was more of a DJ than a rapper. Nah. I know what you're saying, and I have seen that he was a hell of a DJ, but he was making records. And in 88, he was on fire. Biz was on fire in 88. I didn't even know Biz was a DJ until he stopped rapping. Doom, 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 doom. Papoose was talking about Ghetto Boys. My mind's playing tricks on me. That wouldn't come out until 91. I know that song, but that's a 92 song if I remember. 91. I think it was 91. Joshua Davia, do you exercise? Yeah, I exercised today. I did. Got some good cardio in, did some squats, did a few pull-ups. Yeah, Bismarck was very entertaining. He was. Houdini didn't have an album out in 88. Mr. Manifest. I manifest as Dr. Dre is overrated as far as actual rapping, in my opinion. Still a legend, though. Yeah, because he never wrote any rhymes. Dr. Dre has never written any rhymes on any songs whatsoever. But it's a funny thing because he didn't write any lyrics, but he knew how to coach other people on exactly how to say it. Like he's the one who sort of molded and shaped and honed Snoop Dogg. So all of that, we don't love them hoes, that was all Dre. Now you gotta think you have to be pretty talented as far as knowing how a rhyme is supposed to be spit and how it's supposed to sound. If you could not know how to write rhymes, but at the same time know how to teach somebody the cadence and inflection on how to do their shit. Because that's what Dre did.
Pairing.
That's what Dre did.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay. All right. Honk Sports, what's good? What's good, my dude? Says, son, looking good. Appreciate you, my dude. Pujo says, Dr. Dre and Michelle A. with the Jerry Curl and World Class Wrecking Crew. Turn off the lights was a yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so you see that video? Like, he went from that to talk about he was a gangster? What gang? More like a gang bang. Dr. Dre and DJ Yella. Dr. Dre and DJ Yella. Don't forget about Grandmaster Flash. No, we not gonna forget about that. Funny thing, in '88, Grandmaster Flash was like an old school artist. In '88, it wasn't no Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And like it kind of was, then it kind of wasn't. Sugar Hill Records really shitted on Grandmaster Flash. You really shitted on him. Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow old as shit. Curtis Blow was born in the 50s. I believe. Hold on, let me get this. How old is Curtis Blow?
Curtis Blow is 65 years old.
Born in 1959, August 9th, 1959. These are the breaks. Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Because I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the breaks. So he was already old as shit. By the time you gotta think, he was 21 in 1980 when he came out with Rap and Blow. He was 21. Hip hop ain't even had no bass. It wasn't based on the drum. It was all based on the lyrics. Tupac called Dr. Dre out for being um a bit fruity in his live and die in L.A. Yeah, and it turns out he was the fruity one his goddamn self. But who would know a fruit better than a fruit? Yeah, Tupac was a good. I got y'all. I got you. Hold on. We back in motion. We good. I don't know how long I was muted, but I'm reclaiming my time, baby. I'm reclaiming my time, baby. I'm reclaiming my time. We good now? We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. All right. We back. All right. Good looking, man. Thanks. What I was saying was, yeah, Tupac was definitely, he was soft. He was soft serve. Mr. Softy Banana Boat. Well, now he went from that all that fruity, super limp wristed type shit to straight. I mean, remember he was like, because I'm an actor. You know, one thing I get from my mom is that I'm arrogant. I'm so arrogant. I'm arrogant. I was like, this. Like, yo, what the fuck? What's happening there? What is going on? He's like, I'm arrogant. So my job wouldn't let me. He said my job wouldn't let me come to this thing, so I quit. You know, because I should be able to do it. I should be able to do it. Saw that video, I was like, I knew it was something about that boy that I didn't like. And I can't say I couldn't put my finger on it because I didn't like how he was moving. But may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Buana says, look at him just making monkey faces with no sound. You know what? Let me get you the fuck out of here. Keep that shit up. The fuck out of here. Yeah, the fuck out of here. That's what's up, y'all. All right, we good. So what, we just gonna talk about music and shit? We gonna talk about your friends turning on you and your kids treat you like shit because your baby mom just shitted on you to your children? No? You mean to tell me that the Thursday night show turned into the Friday night show? Because in case y'all don't know, on Friday night, we come on at 1 o'clock and we talk about music strictly. We always have a music topic. As a matter of fact, do I have a music topic for tomorrow? Let me see. Zip, 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 zip. Oh. Tomorrow. Now, this is a little tentative because I might get a better idea. But I'm going to talk about music that has been banned. Music that has either been banned from the radio, taken out of stores, or whatever. But don't quote me on that because I got to decide if that has enough meat on it. I might have to talk about music that has been banned or like musicians with criminal records. Musicians with criminal records, baby. All your locked up ass superstars. Your singers that have been behind bars. All of your locked up superstars. Yeah. Criminal behind bars. All your locked up stars. What? Criminal. You all right? You good? What's up? Come here. What's up? Come here. Come here, I'm tired. What's up? Come here. Come, cat. You good? Like, you keep petting me, I'll be all right. But I'm not getting on camera tonight. She's like, I ain't getting on cam tonight. I'm cool. I'll take some heavy petting. Some heavy petting. Yeah. Digital Underground, Sex Packets tape was one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, that was the only album that they had that I really liked. Dog or cat? This is a cat. Come here. Come here, Biggie. What up? What up, shorty? What up? So you're like, look, man, I know you're doing your thing, so go ahead. Just, you know what I mean? Go ahead, do your thing, man. Look, now I got to get the alcohol wipes because I'm actually allergic to cats, but I don't give a fuck because I like cats. Yeah. It's one of those things. I just got to take care of myself. I just got to take care of myself. All right, so let me see. Let's see what these poll results looking like so far. Out of 25 votes, which one? Oh, shit. All right. Out of 26 votes now, which one who turns against you hurts the worst? Your man or your woman or your spouse? 38% said that. It's pretty high. Family or children? 42%. Wow. Best friends turning against you, only 12%. That's interesting. Jobs or business associates turning against you, a mere 8%. These are some interesting numbers. And the reason that I find these numbers so interesting is because, you know, most people, well, I can't say most people, but I'll say a lot of people are very, like, people can get over personal shit, people turning on them personally. But when it comes to your job or business associates turning on you, that could affect your bottom line. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't play when it comes to that cash. Like, okay, so I got my heart beat, but I got my heart broke, but at least I ain't broke. Got my heart broke, but at least I ain't broke. Got my heart broken, but at least I ain't choking. I ain't eating no peanut butter and jelly unless I'm ready to get it going on. I need my pockets fat, and if I can't get it love, then at least give me that. Let me go shopping. I need this retail therapy. Yeah, it's there for me. As long as my bank account got large amounts, then I'm going to be all right, and I'm going to take a route. Yeah, my friends will always be friends, even if they ain't real friends. At least I got ends. And the ends is what I'm going to spend the night, and I'm about to go to the bar and buy drinks tonight. Everything is going to be okay because that's what I feel, and that's what I say. Hey, yo, don't fuck up my cash because that'll make me put 1, 2, 3 in that ass. And I ain't talking about no sexually explicit. I'm telling you, I'm about to put these bullets in it. So don't make me mad. Just you can be mad, but don't take my shit and make me feel illegit because I don't mind seeing me sad, but don't see me broke. I ain't trying to be out here. About to choke. I need some Lorenzo Rams spikes and spokes. I'm fine. There's a little allergies. Just a little allergies. Yeah, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised that more people aren't concerned with their jobs or their business associates turning on them. Like, Sanchez says, itchy, my nose bit, but ain't no coke. That's actually right. And he says, I'm also allergic, but I like those sassy cats. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Mine is a girl cat too. So you know. Yeah, man, but a situation where somebody can where your baby mom or your baby father or your ex spouse or whatever could turn your kids against you. I mean, because it really makes me wonder, how can two people who used to swap bodily fluids enough to have children with each other turn against each other in that kind of way? And there are people out here who have gotten their children's father or children's mom killed. When you really think about the level of evil and sorry, I bit my tongue, and disregard that has to permeate inside your existence in order for you to say, well, you know what? My kids don't need that other parent. All they need is me. That's some selfish, evil, and just, what's the opposite of righteous? Wrongous? Leftist? Righteous? No, leftist. Righteous? No, leftist. Either way you slice it, that shit is terrible. Potato Pat? Oh, Potato Pat. You kind of give really intelligent vibes. Well, I appreciate that if you're serious. If you're serious. But yeah, I mean, that's real shit. People have gotten their ex-spouses and all of that shit killed and didn't think about their children. That's a level of evil that I hope I would never be able to achieve. If I dreamt about some kind of shit like that, I would wake up and check myself. Sanchez says, let's make wrongous a word because it's perfect. Yeah. You ain't righteous. You're wrongous. You are wrongous. You are wrongous. You are leftists. Toxic narcissism. Facts. Toxic narcissism. I don't know. Now, it'd be one thing, not that I'm saying that it's justifiable, but it'd be one thing if you love the kids so much and you didn't feel like the other parent deserved to be in their lives because maybe they were always neglectful of the children. Maybe they sold the children out all the time. You know how mothers feel some kind of way when when fathers promise to come get kids and spend time with them, and then they sell them out. Mad irresponsible, nasty type shit. So I can understand it to a certain degree, but only to a certain degree. We can only go but so far. We can only go so far with it. Jihad says, I remember when I was looking for somebody, all my friends said, go to church. Oh, hell no. When I tell y'all I'm hearing funny sounds tonight, I'm being truthful as fuck. Shit. And I got something in my eye. This shit is... Okay. Maybe I better stop messing with it. Okay. Sanchez says, waiting for your daddy with a bag packed and they never show up. Trace. That's that kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that I've known to really piss a woman off. Because just like when kids have to watch their parents be in pain or, you know, and I'm talking about emotional pain because they brokenhearted. Parents look at their kids the same way. So they dad keep breaking their heart time after time. I'm waiting for my dad. He said he was taking me to the park. I'm waiting for my dad. He said he was taking me to the movies. I'm waiting for my dad. He said he was taking us to Six Flags. I'm waiting for my dad. He said he was taking me here, go to get some cotton candy, to get some pancakes from IHOP. I'm waiting for my dad. He said we was going to go get some ice cream. I'm waiting for waiting. You know, fathers constantly telling their kids that they going to come and then they don't come. So I could understand a mother trying to rescue her kids away from that perpetual disappointment. But you ain't got to kill him. Because even if he breaks multiple dates, he can fix that somewhere along the line. Nobody dies. Nobody dies. Jihad says broken promises. Word. Carl Childers says, I get pissed if someone is late from waiting on my dad all those years. Mr. Manifest says, it's mad depressing growing up in a home where two spouses are constantly at war. Head games get nasty. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. Watching your parents go at each other, be petty with each other, be dismissive of each other, you know, be disrespectful of each other right in front of y'all, like y'all can't hear, like y'all can't see, like y'all can't process. It's nasty. But at least there you can tell where the hate is coming from. You can see where the problems are coming from. When your dad doesn't live at the crib and you see your mom either in love with him and getting to run around and getting shitted on, and you see her pain, it ain't easy to watch. But just like it's not easy to watch your mom be in emotional pain, and be heartbroken and fucked up, go through her stress and depression and worry and having to bust her ass to keep a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food for y'all to eat. It is it's hard, but it's equally hard for a woman to put in all of that work and still not feel like she can save her child from disappointment time after time after time. What up, Dillard? How you feeling, my dude? Good to see me some you. Word. Sanchez says, yes, sometimes it takes some men a lot longer to grow up, but healing can happen. And that's true. That's true. As long as you still here on this earth, you can always make a bad situation better. But if somebody take you up out of here or turn the hourglass over too soon, and that's what I would call, fucking up with somebody is fucking up the relationship that you have with you and with your kids. Because who's to say that the relationship that you have with your kids is in good standing to start out? It could be rough starting out, like in a situation where you and a woman entered a pregnancy situation and y'all were pretty much done by the time the baby came. Yeah, it's not the best case scenario, but it's a scenario that happens. Sometimes people have a baby together that never should have even kissed. Y'all shouldn't have held hands, let alone had a baby together. But I tell you this, if you've never even held hands with your chick, you definitely should not have no baby. You know how many babies are being born right now or being conceived right now, born out of hand holding. Being born out of wedlock is one thing. But you mean to tell me your parents never even held hands? They ain't never walked down the street with each other? I mean, it happens, but it ain't a good look at all. You was born out of hand holding. What you mean? My parents did more than just hold hands. No, they didn't even hold hands, son. You were not born out of love. You was barely born out of lust. Rumor has it that your mom wasn't even wet when she got pregnant. But your dad was hard. Now imagine the other way around. Rumor has it that your dad wasn't even hard when you was conceived. But your mom was mad wet. He was gummy worming her. He was gummy. He ain't stick it in. He had to stuff it in. That shit gummied out. You know what I mean? You try to make it hard. You might have to grab that bitch. And you ain't doing nothing but poking the head in. Well, if you could nut off of that, you an amazing nigga. But anyway, rumor has it that your mom was wet, but your dad was soft. Gummy worm, gummy worm, gummy worm, gummy worm. Yeah. He falling short. I keep on falling in love with you. Look at the twat. Look at the twat. He worming. He wormed his way into. Don't worm your way into. Don't go worming my. Don't go worming my heart. You were soft from the start. You couldn't even put me in there. Don't go worming my heart. Dun, 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 dun. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so it could be a situation where where it wasn't even a strong foundation. It wasn't a strong foundation that you were conceived on. So you instead of being born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you was kind of born with a pacifier. Instead of being born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you was born with a pacifier. Sanchez says, at my age, I know the gummy worm. I know the gummy worm. Not every day, not every day, mind you, but I know that doggone guy. Oh shit! I hear you, my G. I hear you. You know what I mean? Hey, not every day, but you know what I mean. The worms show up every day. You know the worms. Yeah, yeah. Stuff it in, man. Just stuff it in. It'll get hard later. Go ahead. It's working. It's working. that goddamn gummy worm. Yeah. Don't let your kids be born out of gummy worm. It's not going to work out. Your child is going to definitely be born with a birthmark. Shilu Sharma. What up, Shilu? Sanchez said base grip. Word. Mr. Manifest says you speak facts, bro. And it's hard to build, it's hard to build that full respect back for your parents as an adult when they put you through that shit. I mean, facts. Man. Oh man. As far as parenting is concerned, I done seen some shit that I wish I could unsee. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I have seen some shit with parenting that I wish I could unsee. I wish I could unlook at it. Real shit. If I could unsee it, I would do it in a heartbeat. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. But one thing I've learned over the years, and I have to respect it whether I like it or not. Your parents raise you. You don't raise your parents. And looking at it that way, that kept me from choosing sides when it came to my parents. Even though I could clearly see who was right and who was wrong in certain situations. But see, that's grown folks' business. And no matter how grown I am, they will always be growner than me. So I stayed neutral. I stayed neutral. I mean, because both parents showed me love, thank God. Because it could have been a whole lot different. It could have been a whole lot different. A lot of children never learn what love is at all in any kind of way. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We up at 14 likes. We could do better. We could do better. We could do better. That's all I ask of you. That's all I ask of you. Let me see. Word Sanchez. Sanchez says we don't come with handbooks. We don't. We don't come with handbooks. And regardless of how you look at it or how many kids you have, you learn how to be a parent on the fly with each individual child. Because every child that you have has individual needs. So you can't lump all of your children into one category or give them all the same things and expect similar outcomes with all of them. And so just like you have unique qualities, all of your children have unique qualities also. And so you have to respect that. You have to respect that. But you know how if you come from a big family, you see how the older kids are treated versus the younger ones. Parents get gentler. They get much gentler as they go on. Because with the older kids, the expectations of the older kids are so high. Because they the first ones. They're laying down the foundation. Those are the ones that the parents are maybe unjustifiably looking towards to help lead the way for the younger children. But sometimes those parents may forget that the older children, they got shit going on with them too. And they may have stronger needs than the younger children do. So let's say you come from a family of 10. Your oldest, the first child, is going to have a totally different experience than the 10th child did. Totally different. Even if y'all were born like stair steps, like your mom may have a period for 10 years straight. She knocked out 10 babies. Some of them only 11 months apart. Hey, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge. Hold on. Don't judge. 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 Don't. But sometimes you just have to not judge. Hold on. Get this triangle. Okay. When I tell y'all, hold on, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. One of my devices is making a funny noise. And I'm gonna find out what it is later. Right now, that shit is like a ghost. We're about to get on up out of here, man. It's 4:00 in the morning. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs, and then we're gonna get on up out of here. Let me see. Sanchez says, my situation was not ideal with teenage parents, but compared to some others, I was beyond blessed. Shout out to your peoples. Sanchez also says, we don't come with handbooks. And he says, young ones might Young ones eating light bulbs, eating light bulbs. Old ones getting rushed to Nana or the emergency room. Wow. Yeah. 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 All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 19th, Juneteenth, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Davita Price. Happy birthday to you and Rosita McIntyre. No relation, but yo, what up, cuz? Thanks for coming on through. And Marlo Jones and Mark Wilson, Lena Baker, Ani Lockwood, Will Kahn, Monique Woods, Shun Robinson, Mercia Childress, Juliet Anel, or should I say Anale, Delandi Vasquez. Last but not least, I would like to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 19th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember. I said go hard, go for yours, and remember. Yo, love me tender, love me true. Yo, that's the best that I can do. When it was just me and you, we was like more than the three. We was just the two, and we was on the same. Wait, hold on. Let me run it back. I said, we was on the same page on one accord. Yo, it was all upon you. I never was bored. I thought that me and you would be together for life, but sometimes life gets trite. And I ain't mean to do you wrong. And if I could ever go back, I sing a different tune, a different song. And all along, I knew that we was on a little weak foundation, but my vacation was something that I never wanted to be on. So I'm coming all back home, but I'm not in the zone. You leaving me alone, and I feel bad. And I really sometimes lay down and feel sad. Look to the heavens, get on my knees, and I say to the God, I say, yo, help me, please. Don't let me be the man that I become, because I know that I gotta do better, but I got to start at one. Everything starts at one. The middle is the biggest part. You don't know where you're going to end, but you need friends. And your best friend should always be your girl or your man. And if it ain't that, then you gotta understand that you've been riding on a different horse. So maybe you gotta take a different subject courses. Yo, you study, you learn, you make sure that you wait your turn and try not to burn or get burned. Try not to get scorched. I say torch. You know what? Get off the porch. Stop acting like the world revolves around you. You got to get up off your ass, do what you got to do. It's me and you, and that's us too. So I'm going to do this thing until we're all through. But if we still got kids, that means that we doing at least an 18-year to 21 bid with extra years added on. No, not for no crime, because we decided to spend time bumping and grinding. Yo, I was in and out. That shit was feeling good at the time. There's no doubt. So it never was a physical problem, but we got more problems, and that was more than we could solve. And so I need Columbo or Matlock or somebody. I had to. Let me before we get out of here, I want to show y'all something. This song that I've been working on, I'm only going to show y'all the melody because I haven't finished doing the lyrics yet. But let me see what y'all think of this. So the lyrics are going to go in that cadence. What do y'all think? Let me know. Let me know. I mean, the song going to get wrote anyway. And I believe that I'm on to something. But that's how I feel about everything I do. So, you know, there's a certain bias there. There's a certain bias. There's a certain bias. All right, man. Listen, y'all know what it is. 4 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So it's either time to go to work or time to go to bed. It's time for me to go to bed. Simon says, thanks for coming through. He said Pacers in 7. You think so? I don't know, man. I don't know. We gonna see though, right? That's been a hell of a series. Pacers stole the first game, got down 3-2, and now it's time for game 7. They look good tonight though. Sanchez says, I liked it. It was kind of catchy. All right, so I'm going to get these lyrics together. Cheryl says, tighten up the beats, and it should be great. But that was just me beating on the table. But I see what you're saying. I'm going to get it together. So by Monday, I should be finished writing it. Because I'm going to write. I'm already writing the song. I ain't going to tell you all the lyrics yet, but I'm already writing the song. It's going to be a good look. So maybe I'll premiere it Monday. Power Monday. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for the Daily Go Getimism show, but we will be on at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 2 a.m. So just know that we will be on a little early tomorrow night, early tomorrow night. So we will be rocking though. Everything's gonna be good, man. Real good. It's gonna be real good. Yo, y'all have a good night. Be safe. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Holla back. Peace.